when they can't get rid of ya. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call hit boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Never lied in my rhymes, you can go ask Jennifer. That's my mom's name. I create and find change. My mind frame ensures that forever I reign.
Today, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's a special New Year's Day edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
The Commanders' offense set to get things started here in front of this home crowd. And the focal point of the offense, as it's been all year, is this. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Wentz. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is
the Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's got room. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 17 there. Good for a Commander's first down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 2 yards, good enough for a first. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods. You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. Hands it off out of the gun. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Myles Garrett, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Well, we're probably not the first, but all of us at EA Sports certainly want to wish you and yours a happy and prosperous new year. And as a celebration of that, a big slate of NFL games on this Sunday, Week 17. Second to last weekend of the NFL docket. Later tonight, the battle for Los Angeles, Rams and Chargers, 5:15 Pacific at SoFi. And then on Monday night, Charles and I are on to Cincinnati. Bills and Bengals, 2 cold weather teams in what will be a frigid Paul Brown Stadium. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard after the 39. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And this offense on 3rd down today, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Taken down at the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. The 20. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. And the offense moving quickly to the line. From the gun, it's Wentz. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, Wentz. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
They're going to look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And quickly, they get to the line. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
First chance for the Commanders offense now as they head out for their opening series of the second half. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he's going to take this one down to the 25.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
149 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Commanders get a bit closer. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's had a good performance. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
And they're going to speed things up here.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
And we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So another third down conversion, and now they've got him. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter. And the Washington offense heading out. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
To throw again on second down. Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as good running gets him to about the 44. 245 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So it's Commander's football as we get back to it. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And they'll run on the inside handoff. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Now he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Out of the gun now on third down. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually...
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for